The National Human Rights Commission, in collaboration with key stakeholders on Wednesday, has launched a two-day convergence aimed at fast-tracking the implementation of its sexual harassment policy in workplaces across the Gambia. The policy, originally commissioned in 2021, was developed in response to alarming findings on the prevalence of sexual harassment in the workplace, with 80% of female respondents reported experiences of harassment. The study covered both public and private institutions as well as labor unions and found that many organizations lacked formal policies to address such misconduct. In his opening address, the National Human Rights Commission chairperson Mr. Emmanuel Juve underscored the urgency of tackling institutional silence and inaction.
It is a strong endorsement of the urgent need to address a long-standing but often unspoken issue, which is sexual harassment in the workplace. Sexual harassment is a violation of fundamental human rights. It is a manifestation of gender based discrimination and an abuse of power that disproportionately affects women. Yes, men and other vulnerable groups can also be victims, but it is something, it is a violation that disproportionately affects women. And victims are frequently blamed or not believed or discouraged from speaking out, while perpetrators remain shielded by institutional inaction or complicity. For far too long, this culture of silence has prevailed in workplaces across public institutions, private businesses, civil society organizations, and also even in the informal sector.
Representing the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Ms. Maimuna Kaur applauded the initiative and emphasized the importance of adapting the policy to the unique structures of individual institutions.
To accelerate adaptation, we must ensure awareness and capacity building across institutions, from leadership to frontline staff. Tailor the policy to align with each organization's structure while preserving its core principles. Establish strong monitoring and accountability mechanisms. Foster an environment where complaints can be made without fear of retaliation.
Ms. Yadi Eribo, chairperson of Tango, echoed the sentiment, stressing that the mere existence of a policy is not enough.
Today, we are gathered under the banner of change and action. We must acknowledge this simple truth that having a policy is not enough. The true measure of our commitment lies in how deeply these policies are implemented, understood, embraced, and lived out across every level of our organizations.
Also speaking at the event, the Minister of Public Service, Administrative Reform, Policy Coordination and Delivery, Mr. Babkar Boy, expressed the government's dedication to a harassment-free civil service.
Government of the Gambia, through the Ministry of Public Service, remains deeply committed in creating a professional public service that is inclusive, dignified, and free from any form of harassment. This commitment is clearly articulated in the Recovery Focused National Development Plan 2023 to 2027, which explicitly recognizes sexual harassment as a barrier to gender equality, productivity, and the well-being of our workforce. The plan makes it clear that we cannot achieve sustainable development if our workplaces are not safe for all. In view of this, I am pleased to inform you that the Ministry of Public Service has drafted a sexual harassment policy that mirrors that of the National Human Rights Commission's policy.
Throughout the opening day, various speakers reaffirmed their institution's commitment to combating workplace harassment and fostering a safe, inclusive, and respectful working environment. Over the course of the two-day convergence, stakeholders are expected to engage in dialogue, exchange ideas, and propose actionable steps to enhance the Human Rights Commission's policy and promote its adoption across all sectors in the Gambia.